Facing an 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time deadline of its own choosing and a day of high drama, the U.S. Supreme Court has just weighed in on another pivotal and consequential question in the nation's divide over abortion. The justices tonight deciding what's next for a Texas court ruling that said the FDA's 23-year-old approval of a commonly used abortion drug is no longer valid, a ruling temporarily paused from taking effect up until now. That has had the potential to impact medical abortions, even in states where abortion remains legal. Senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett is standing by with late details. Laura, what is the court saying here?
Hey, Lester, good evening. Just minutes ago, the U.S. Supreme Court issued an order to keep a widely used abortion pill on the market. The justices have flatly blocked that lower court decision from Texas that had invalidated the FDA's longtime approval of mifepristone and would have made the drug substantially harder to obtain. Now, Justice Thomas, Justice Alito dissenting to that decision from the rest of their colleagues. The FDA and the drug maker had strongly urged those justices to step in, warning essentially if they hadn't stepped in, all manufacturing and distribution of this drug would have come to a screeching halt. But for now, women can continue to receive the pill by mail and use it until 10 weeks into their pregnancies while this case continues to play out in the court below. Lester, the Biden administration just issuing obviously a statement praising it. The groups that had filed this suit originally had claimed that the FDA ignored safety risks, something that the FDA and the Biden administration pushed back on very strongly, Lester.
All right, so Laura, legally, what happens next? Next steps here.
Okay, so now the case will head back to a federal appeals court for further evaluation of the merits of the lawsuit. This Supreme Court decision was just a temporary issue just because it came up so quickly. Now the case will head back to a three-judge panel on the Fifth Circuit. It's made up of mostly conservatives, but we don't know who exactly on that court will hear this case now that it's back there, Lester.
All right, Laura Jarrett on that breaking news. I'm joined now by Peter Alexander at the White House. Peter, the president, as we heard, just reacted to this move. What are you learning?
Yeah, Lester, that's right. The White House has been bracing for this decision for days. Abortion medications have become an increasingly critical flashpoint as states limit or ban abortions after the Supreme Court's ruling last year overturning Roe v. Wade, largely because abortion medication can be sent by mail and taken at home. As for the president, he just moments ago weighed in, releasing a statement that reads in part, mifepristone remains available and approved for safe and effective use while we continue this fight in the courts. The president adding that his administration will continue to defend the FDA's independence to review, approve, and regulate a wide range of prescription drugs. The president says the stakes for women could not be higher and denounces what he called politically driven attacks on women's health. Lester, the White House had warned if the court upheld the lower court's decision, it would have put women's health at risk and have undermined the FDA's ability to keep safe and effective medications available for those people who need them, Lester.
All right, Peter Alexander. Peter, thank you. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.